And this is your September garden tour. We're wrapping up the season. Today is September 28th. I have zinnias that are about done. Some dahlias that kind of got rained over. We're going to show you the garden. Today is a day that I'm going to start the tagging process of the different dahlias, so I do better than I've done in the past with labeling different things. And if I didn't like a dahlia, I'm going to cut it down today too and just be done with it. You're allowed to do that. You can do whatever you want in your garden. This was row 1. So we did like Lakeview Premier. This one hasn't bloomed yet, so it's labeled Cafe au lait. It did go in late as a replacement. There is one Penny Lane in here, but the rest of them I think are Lavender Blush or K Chiffon. I will grow it again, but it had a lot of open centers. But it was a fun form. I don't have any blooms I can really show you right now of it. Let's see if we can get this guy up here. But yeah, see, the pollen showed right away on this one, and that's just not ideal. Oops, here we go. Sorry about that. This one was new to me. This was Levi's Reverend. Out of the 3 Levi's I grew, this one was my favorite. It reminded me of Sweet Natalie, but we got a lot of cucumber beetles. Let's see if I can squish him. Yeah. This one, the color worked well with a lot of stuff that I was using. So this one will get to come back. It's a little bit on the smaller side. Obviously it's not bloomed out all the way, but you can see it's a smaller bloom, but the coloring and the form, it's reliable. It gets to stay. This one was Sweet Natalie, and I'm not going to grow it again. I'm milking some of the seed pods. This year, not as good for me, and that's okay. Doesn't mean your stock's not as good, but I think mine's broken down. Same with Clearview Netta. This one is producing a lot of seeds for us. It was really striking, but in our Kentucky heat, at least this one right here did not do as well. Chilson Pride. It is adorable. It's small for me. I do like it. I'll put on the maybe list. Over here was a Barberry Dominion. I like the color. I'll probably grow it again next year. It might need more light. I had a cutting of it, and that one did not make it. It struggled off the get-go. Next to that was Summer Rain. So this plant is Summer Rain. I am keeping this one. It is big, but it's worth keeping. Orange Globe. Always keeping that one. This one was labeled Bloomquist Allen. It's either Kelty Rose or Kelty Cherry. I'm not keeping that one. It got attacked all year. Everything I did, it couldn't survive it. There's a mix of Bloomquist Allen, which I think the genetics have broke down on my stock again on this one. And then randomly, there was one more of these guys, which is that Chiffon. I mean, you can see how big that is with the petals. It was a huge bloom, just not as usable as you want it to. And the florist I'd found didn't need blooms that big. Bloomquist Allen, again, you can see the breakdown of the genes. Just really went open center right away. Not very usable. None of these will stay. None of these will all go away. rid of that bug too. Okay, next bed. You'll see some Celosia that just wildly grew. This was a gift. This one right here. There's no flowers on it right now, but that was Dicera Superb. I did enjoy that one. And then all the way around on the outside was Bloomquist Mojo. It was really pale in the summertime, and you could see the leaves. It got attacked by spider mites, and I'm cutting it down today. Done with it. There was a white one in the middle here. We'll keep that. And we'll keep Veroni's DF, which is a stellar, which is right in front of it. Even though it's throwing some open centers, overall it did good. We got another cucumber beetle. But yeah, I'll keep Veroni's DF, and I'll keep whatever this white one is. But Mojo, no. This was a seedling. Let's see if I can pan down. This was a seedling. It's doing really good, so I'm curious to see how that one goes. It did not make it into the staking. Also next year, I'm going to do 2 rows instead of just the one and moving it up as it grows, in case I do have to do replacements. Next is my orange globe bed, and it also has some seedlings in here. Orange globe, when you first start it, it has some very thick stems, and then it equals out to some real nice ones. It's more of a coral globe. I do really enjoy this one. Again, this one got attacked by mites or thrips or something like that. So I'm going to hack it down kind of earlier than later for that reason. But it's beautiful. Here's my seedlings too. This one's getting ready to bloom. We really like this one. It had good color. I think it was like my 3rd favorite one that we had. So if I look down on the ground, everything is orange globe on the ground except for right over here in this corner. And then here's a nice look of orange globe again. I've been pulling off the petals to help save seeds so they don't rot as much. This next bed, I thought was going to be my orange bed. And you can see the rain that we had really took a toll on a lot of them. But that, I got mixed up. That's Kay's Khaleesi. And then where I have Khaleesi, that's Desert Rose. So I grew both those last year, did a little mix up. Down the bottom is Jackie's Red Devil. I got one plant of those from Willow, from Melinda up in Fort Wayne, and I made a cutting of it, so that was a backup because I thought that section failed. Sylvia from the Tuber Exchange, and then here is a Bloomquist Jean. Do have this one covered right now. There's no real good way to see it. Bloomquist Jean is very tall, so note to self next year. This is one of those you'll have to probably stake individually and tie up. This was a seedling, I believe, because I did pop in some seedlings. Here's a Bloomquist Jean starting, and then there's another one, Bridezilla, which was supposed to be Sylvia. This, I think, is a seedling. Another Bloomquist Jean. And then we have one small plant of Clearview Blaze. It is not true to size, so I am going to pull that out. I gave it 2 years. Down the bottom is Levi's Blue Smoke. It's a shorter plant for me. It's okay. I'm not in love with it. I'm going to try it again next year. What I am in love with is River's Cantaloupe. And it's been a really vibrant color with peach and orange undertones with a little bit of coral in the center. Definitely going to grow a lot of those next year. And the next 2 beds was lisianthus with just 1 or 2 rows of status. I wasn't sure if I was going to grow status again this year, but I'm glad I did because I used it yesterday. And then I've already cut down on this bed once. Most of this is saved seed, and they're all different kinds of colors and forms. Excuse me. The tall ones is Roseanne Brown. And I'm saving seeds from those, but I'm worried that the rain may have rotted them out, so I'll have to do some work with those. On the very end is more lizzies, and then I interplanted sunflowers as a experiment. And those are doing okay. Looks like they're getting ready to bud, and they're only like 2 foot tall. Oh, sunflowers haven't done well for me this year. Okay, now we're on row 2 for the beds. And there was a couple seedlings in this bed. If I pan down, wrong way again. If I pan down, there was a seedling that came up right here, which was my best one. So definitely going to need to flag the bottom of that plant. Then this right here, these were all Kay's penny lanes that were flagged. They're finally doing better. They've on the struggle bus for most of the season, but the plant health looks pretty good. There's a penny lane way down here. Definitely staking. We tried out the netting. It works great if the plant goes through it, and you have to give it ample opportunity. So I will just need to make 2 rows of it next year. I haven't disbudded since the show. We have a K Bella Luna. I do like this white. It's very nice. An Irish Ruffles from Jordan. That's over there too. That one's very nice. And this bed is bed number 2 in row 2. There is Cozy Town Baby Cakes, which I thought was pretty. Let's see if I can see the signs on it. I'm not sure which this one is. Oh, got a cute little caterpillar. We have Peaches and Cream. I'm not going to grow this one in my field next year because I am not sure on the virus health. It kind of looks suspicious to me, so it will get pulled. I will grow it somewhere else on the property where it won't infect the dahlias that I think are nicer and not diseased. We have bubblegum. Sorry, I'm working on this thing. Roban bubblegum, Jackie Evangelista, more Roban bubblegum, and then coming from the other side is AC Twisp. It wants to grow every which way. It's all the way up there. And then Jackie Evangelista again, and it's more pale here. Brian R, which is this big, beautiful purple one, lavender purple. And then I have on this side a whole bunch. I have 4 Valley Porcupines. Mine are on the smaller side of 2 again. They're a lovely little flower, but the ones at the show were all a little bit bigger. Here's an AC Twisp. It was just had, I don't even know how much rain. But this whole side here, the netting got weighed down. We put in another line right here to help secure stuff. AC Twist, she's just very tall and needs more support. Note to self. This next bed is another one where I'm not a big fan of the leaves, where I will probably do something about that next year, is grow this one someplace else. Also, when it was really hot, this shot off the petals. Let me see if I can go down a little bit. It shot off the petals in the back, and I didn't like that. I do like the color. There was a couple seedlings that were holes that are in here, and there's a white seedling down there. There was one Crazy for Wiley Quinn in here. I don't see any blooms off of it right now, but that was also in here. And again, this whole bed will be put with Peaches and Cream someplace else because I'm not going to spend the money on virus testing, but I don't feel good about it. Jackie's Red Devil. This one I will grow again. Another one I will grow again is DS Doris. It has like this wine shiny color. It's really pretty. Let's see if you can see it better in this one. Yeah. I'm a fan of this color. It grows a little bit bigger than this too. I will grow bull's blood again. it needs to be more cared for. This is K. Mocha Katie. My friend gave me some stock. His was a little bit bigger. So I think I'll keep his and then I'll share this one. Even though that one looks similar to what his stock was. There is a Ferncliff Copper down here. I don't think I'll keep that one. And the Cozy Town Mason, it did not like our heat as well. So this one I will most likely not grow again too. This was a giant seedling. I put it on a short. It's like hot pink with a ridiculously long stem. I probably won't grow that one again. Then we have Blood Orange, K Blood Orange down at the bottom. And I cut the netting. A lot of netting lessons learned. This one was okay. It struggled most of the season. It was small. But we'll give it one more year. The next couple beds were gifts and overflow for me. So this was Mark Neal's Autumn Lily. And he gave me a Minerva Magic. I asked for a lot of white ones. And then his Theo, a Brown Sugar. This one is 20th Ave Pure Prince. We have Gets Attention, Carolina Wagman. It's pretty nice. Let's see if we can get a top-down view. It has very unique coloring. It's pretty. Yeah, there's a tiny little 20th Ave Pure Prince. I'm not sure what this one is, but we got another one right here that hasn't budded. And then everything over here is Pure Prince. This whole bed is. And then here's your Gets Attention. Well, not this whole bed, this whole side right here. Next one is Pure Prince again. And Pure Prince. This one is not Pure Prince. It says West W Concord. I do like this color. It's a smaller bloom. Here's Dark Chocolate. River's Dark Chocolate. It has some bug bites here. But this is an interesting dark color. So something bit it right here so the whole bud doesn't show up. I did like River's Jaden. Let's see. It has a really neat color. We have River's Heather, which is starting to bud up right here. Haven't had much of it just because it got attacked. And then River's Rosie. It's been pretty adorable. And then this was a give back. It's supposed to be Alan's Smoky Skies, but it's a Bloomquist Mojo. Here's Alan's Bella. It's, obviously got rained on. And these are like I could probably try to hand pollinate these because they've been bagged and they have pollen there and it's not supposed to rain the next couple days. Okay. Next bed. Oh, this is exciting. This is 20th Ave Raina seedling. I haven't seen this yet. I like that. That over there, that's 20th Ave Raina seedling. Look at that stellar. Now it's clock faced, but it's pretty cool. This is a K.A. Mocha Katie seedling. It's just like K.A. Mocha Katie, but like a paler pink. But it looks like it's going to be darker right there. Yeah, a lot of seedlings are in this one. I think that one has potential if it wasn't sideways. And then a couple other ones here that they don't have anything to look at quite yet. This was supposed to be all white bed. This one I did cut. This is Blizzard. It's marked Raw Band Pristine. These guys, it looks like they got knocked over from the wind. This is snowbound. This one had some really big blooms. And then this one over here, I wasn't sure what it is. It's really cute. The tag, maybe if I root around a little bit, I'll be able to see it. So this bed, guys, this was supposed to be my show bed. And I put real nice soil in it. Well, I didn't have enough stuff that kept the water. Here's Kay's Celosia. We're not even going to talk about it. This is supposed to be Celosia, but this is Desert Rose. This one, I don't even know. It might be a seedling. When we had show and tell down the middle, none of them budded up. And then up on the top, we had, I think that's Lakeview Lady. And then a surprise for me, I really liked the RM Electrical, and I liked this one. I think this was RM Digits. Turned out to be pretty good ones. Our next bed is Kay's Papa John. And then any other show ones that I thought were going to be good were in this bed. This looks like a seedling. This one I believe is a seedling because there's no name on it and I don't grow red. I think that has pretty good form. I think that's really pretty. We'll see. Oh, and then there's some water lilies here. This is Sandia Bliss. And then, yeah. Here's AC Leo. We grew 4 of them. And then Holly Hill Cotton Candy. I need to pull off the bags there too. But it stretched out really far. But AC Leo, that one looks like AC Leo, but a different one. Okay, that might be a mystery solved. Mike gave me an AC Leo and I planted it and I thought it died. Okay, mystery might have been solved. This is Badger Twinkle. Clearview Lila. I like that one. And there's a purple one over here that's real nice. Let's see if I can read the tag. Chi Mom Marie. Yeah, that one reminds me of the one over there. It's real nice. Okay, are you ready to be amazed? Clearview Pilot. I put my hand behind it so you can get an idea how big it is. Where'd my hand go? It's huge and gorgeous. Then we have the Australian Corbel Astrid and Jessie. They're very clock face, but when I say clock face, it's like up and down versus like a 45. I love the color of them. I love that color. And then RM Electrical, I've cut on that plant a couple times. It's a weird form, but it's good. And then I have a couple yellow ones down here. They're labeled as Miss Amara. This is Levi's Confessor, and then Rivers Artichoke. A nice one down here. I have leaf hoppers everywhere. This is a nice pink. It's just real small and dainty though. Okay, this bed, labyrinth two-tone, is back there in the corner, and a couple other labyrinths. Clearview Erin is right here, and then I have a Sunny Cove that's right behind it, right. Oh, you can't see it. Sunny Cove, Erin. This one I think is Coral Sea. Kind of looks like the coloring. And then we have a snickerdoodle that hasn't bloomed yet, a Bloomquist snickerdoodle. Well, I'd have to get in there to see the tag for that one. WB Cecil is down here. And then Clearview Pathia. Oh. Wah, wah. Bloomquist Blast Off. The rain snapped them. Snapped them all. And then on the back side of this one, this is Bloomquist Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle is my favorite cookie. Just FYI. Mystique. And Philip gave me a lot of these along with my friend Lauren and Heather. Yeah, this is like a friendship bed. So yes, thank you Lauren, thank you Philip, and thank you Heather. Look at that. Just snapped them. It was bad weather. Oops, I was tripping on stuff. Vista Linda has not done good all year. She just got crowded out. Irish Erin, she's a grower. Definitely going to grow this one again next year and hopefully save some tubers. It was a real nice one. I liked Veroni's DF. My Asper Mini didn't make it. This is Lauren's. This is 109. We showed this at the show. And it's clock face on a couple of those right now, but the majority of them were upright for me. See it a little bit better. This might be 57 at Lauren's. My first two blooms were not good at all, but that one's looking really sharp. I like that. There's more 109. There's two plants, so you can really see how healthy this one is, and it really is sending off the blooms. So if you need that pink color 109 when she releases it, I mean, you're gonna have blooms for days. Luann, this one's like a goldfish, a koi fish. It's a medium-sized bloom. The color's really interesting. I got it just for funsies. We have 31 right here. It's getting ready to bust open. This is, 31. I'm hopefully gonna be able to save seeds from that. And then, who's down here? That is a 31 that got knocked over. And more blast-offs that got knocked over. Alright, we're almost done with the Dahlia tour. Oh, my shoes are sliding, slipping. This is Pink Cloud. 20th Ave Pink Cloud. And then next to it is Old Major and 20th Ave for Mom. They're all in this bed. One thing I want to note, we kept this one. This one went in later because I took cuttings from it, but the netting got pushed down, and then I came back through and put a black rope, and I cut the black rope. Oh yeah. I've noticed that it did sun fade just one time, and it's still doing it right now. You can see my black rope right there. 20th Ave for Mom. She'd be a lot happier if she was staked. It is a smaller height-wise for me, but absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous blooms. And now we're in Rivers Yellow Snow, and just a small amount of Holly Hill Serenity right here. But Rivers Yellow Snow was one of my most requested blooms this year. Everyone liked the cheery, happy yellow with a hint of white. and made people feel good. So if you're looking for a white and yellow dahlia and you want something reliable, these aren't good examples because we got bug bite and it's into the season. But this is a keeper. We'll definitely be growing another bed of Rivers Yellow Snow. Next was supposed to be my white bed. So I had gets attention and my stalk looked like it was infected. And then this little tiny yellow one, that's a seedling. And then we have Holly Hill Miss White. We have Bridezilla. More Holly Hill Miss White. I fought powdery mildew with this one and then spider mites, which was unfortunate. Down the bottom, that's Old Major replacements. And then there should be some seedlings in here too. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Here's a seedling. It looks like it's a home for cucumber beetles. And then there's a 20th Ave for Mom in here. And then this looks like a Pure Prince. Yeah, so overflow section right here. Next part of the garden is Celosia Way, along with Zinnias and some more seedlings. So any seedlings in the next part of the garden are from Lauren Seeds, and it's all from one plant called Sugar Rush. I really enjoyed the Celosia, being able to cut on it a ton. There is a path that goes right here, but the Celosia is really taken over. This has been one of my favorite ones that I've gotten so far. Reminds me of Bloomquist York. The head was more proper before, but like the wind and stuff has done some damage. Some of the Celosia was self-seeded from last year. That was kind of an interesting color. Let's see if we can get through here. There's a yellow one down there. Oh, I wanted to say that. There was 2 yellow seedlings over here. On the other side, one of them is my mom's. It's one Happy Joni. So, Celosia galore. And then Aurora Johnny sunflower seeds. They were really pretty. The Aurora blend. I like the cactus too, but I think the Aurora is more the way to go because it will be used more by others. The colors are vibrant, so here's some Aurora too. And these are just aging out. Now here's your cactus dahlias. And more Celosia that just came up on its own. We did pop in some dahlias. Seedlings. They're not named. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a nice one. We'll have to cage this one because it has a nice look to it. Then more cactus style. Some are more twisty and turny than others. Wow, that Celosia really took a hit, didn't it? This one I don't mind the shape of it as much. Has a good healthy plant. Alright, this is the other side of Celosia row with the dahlias as well. We're going to do both at the same time. Do you think this one down here is interesting? It has very big petals. Not a great center. I put my hand behind it. It's a big flower. And then I do kind of like this one too. That's pretty. We have a big lavender one here. This one probably won't make the cut. A lot of them don't make the cut, to be honest. You have to be really picky. Let's see if I can scroll down to this one. This one won't make the cut either. But let's take a moment. I'll step over here to take in the Celosia. It could be florets. I'm not sure. Won't be able to find a label. But I'll be saving some seeds from it real soon. I have to be careful not to get stung right now because there's a lot of bumblebees on here sleeping. Making our way down. There's a lot of different forms, a lot of different colors. There's a white one that might be interesting. Yeah, that's not bad. I like that hot pink Celosia. There were some weird hairy ones too. So if I liked it and I saw a bloom, I've tried to put a stake or a cage around him. So this one will bloom again and we'll reevaluate it. Look how cool this is. If you're doing something with hot pink, like, it's a no-brainer. You need this Salosia. And then I like this Salosia too. It's like little sticks of crazy wildness. And so in late July I planted the purple Zinnias, and not thinking that they would get spot and stuff on them, but they did. So a lot of them I wasn't able to use, and it was a real bummer because I planted it specifically for use this last weekend. Alright, we're getting down to it. This is ageratum. I did not plant this. I saw it from another friend that it overwintered, so I wanted to try and see if it would overwinter here. Plum, sunflowers. These are the Johnny seeds. And then I had some scabiosa and some yarrow. And down to our left is the next round of sunflowers. More of the purple zinnias, a lot of white yarrow. I'll be moving that this year. I just wanted to fill the hole for right now. And then more dahlias from seed and more white yarrow. I thought that one had an interesting start. We'll keep a track of that one. More of the purples, and you can see they just looked as sick as the ones I did earlier in the season. Love Parade, yarrow. I do like this one. I'm going to grow it where it gets less water and see if that makes a difference. Okay, this one would be better, I think, if it was caged. I put a cage here. It's a wonderful cherry color. I like it. I don't mind the form. It's not a show dahlia, but it's got a cage. More yarrow, more zinnias, and then to your left is mountain mint. And I'll probably move that one too. I'm creating something where I call Perennial Island, which is straight ahead. I want to grow perennials there that I don't have to worry about. And so far, I might be doing some moving around because the eucalyptus didn't do as well as I was hoping. So I'm going to put those in pots and bring them inside. The sedum might be getting too wet. I transported it though this year, and we just got a ton of rain, so that's why you see all these mushrooms. But yeah, I think I did a whole tray of eucalyptus, but I only got about 14 plants I brought out. We have some pumpkins. This is the blue glitter. It said it would take 365 days. It looks like I might actually get one off of 2 plants there. it was really slow moving. And then I have mountain mint on the edge. Not mountain mint, apple mint and cosmos. And then there's comfrey right here. There's a stilby that was gifted. It does not want to be in the full sun. We'll have to move that. Mahogany splendid hibiscus. And then just cosmos down the way. And we're starting to get some more weeds. So, thinking about adding 2 more raised beds right here because I have that 3rd row, but I didn't have any more raised beds, so I'd have 27 if I added 2 more raised beds right there. So, on to the last row, which is zinnias. I planted these out and started them super early. We're talking like March I started them and then brought them out. It might have been like March 15th. Binary giant salmon. And they're done. We're taking this video to show you what they look like. And I'll try to save some seeds, but everything's just sopping wet. But yeah, we're done with zinnias this year. I was surprisingly happy with Victoria Wedding from Floret. These tiny little guys fit really cute in bud vases, and they're pretty adorable to look at, honestly. I was super surprised. Next up is Alpine Glow Save Seed. So the Alpine Glow is from Floret. I grew it only last year, and it didn't come back true to form like it did when I first got it. So I was pretty depressed by that, but, well, I'm not depressed. I was disappointed. So I don't think I'll save much seed from that. This is the golden hour. There's a few still that look good from golden hour. They really blend into each other. This is Dawn Creek, I believe. Yeah, so, and then there was a couple rogue, this is unicorn mix, and there were really bright yellow ones that were in this one. And there's supposed to be a lot of other brighter colors. I'm not going to do it next year. I'm going to grow Oklahoma salmon. I'll grow the tiny little one, Victoria Wedding. But I think I'll just go back to Binary Giants for me personally. Not saying it's not worth it. It's just, I wasn't as much of a, I was just disappointed. I'll just say that. So that is our garden tour. The butterflies are starting to come out. We've had about 5 monarchs here yesterday, and one's floating around over there. I wish it would land. Oh yeah, there it goes. We'll see if we can sneak up on it. Well, this was the garden. Thank you for coming along this growing season, and hopefully we can share and learn together in the comments section, and learn from my mistakes. Oh, we're back onto the lisianthus. What I want you to try next year is grow lisianthus from seed that you've saved if you have an opportunity. Because I just thought it was really interesting. They weren't as thick and hardy as the other ones, but you got colors you just didn't expect. In different forms you didn't expect. But hope you enjoyed this video. Hope your growing season was awesome, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.